How's it going everyone, it's me Vivi and welcome back to some Kingdom Hearts. So these past couple of days ago, some pretty cool interesting details surfaced, so let's go over them one by one. The first thing I want to cover, the new Keyblade Dawn Till Dusk skin, well, we got footage. Square Enix shared a short clip of this Keyblade skin in action, known also as the 7-11 Keyblade over in Japan. Now for Japan, it'll be available on the launch day 25th, as for North America, ordering through Amazon grants you this skin on January 29th. Looking at this new short footage we got, I doubt this was the video which was intended to be shown off during Amazon's livestream, because during that livestream, well, at the end, they showed this screenshot, San Francisco. We don't see any of San Francisco in this short clip, so I doubt that was the case. Now this ground combo, folks, is very Kingdom Hearts 2-esque. I'm a really huge fan of it, I like it. As for the air combo, okay, this is where people have been discussing it. You know, Sora having this slight float at the end of his aerial combo. Talking about floaty. Recently on Twitter, there's been going on this huge argument war. People discussing if Kingdom Hearts 3 will have better gameplay mechanics. People saying, well, Kingdom Hearts 2 will always have the best mechanics when it comes to gameplay. Now the thing about that, I don't really have anything to say. The current mindset I have is, I want to play the game first, and then talk about it. Because really, all of the footage we've seen so far, we have no idea if it's the finalized product. Anywho, I don't want to dive too much into that department right now. Here Sora is using a situation command. He's not using Firaga. I believe he's using Firaja, a 4th tier version of Fire. As for the other skins, looking at this screenshot, Midnight Blue will be available as you pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3 through the PlayStation Store in North America. Phantom Green skin, as you pre-order from Xbox. And as for the dates, North America and Japan, well, they're going to get released depending on their respective launch dates, 25th and 29th. As for the Starlight Keyblade, good news for those who haven't completed Classic Kingdom on Kingdom Hearts Union Cross yet. Scores have been halved for both Japan and North America. As for the code, it cannot be redeemed until the game is actually out. I haven't played Classic Kingdom yet, so am I one of the lucky ones? Maybe. Next, Yasue, co-director and director Tetsuya Nomura have been interviewed recently. A lot of interesting info came out. One interview was made by Newsweek, where Yasue, co-director, discussed how attraction flow and wall climbing came into play, how Tetsuya Nomura was the one to come up with the concept of attraction flow. Yasue was doing the game design. And then we got an interview by Edge magazine. A long one actually. Very detailed and brings up a lot of things going on between Disney and Square Enix in terms of cooperation, how these two cooperated during the stages of development. Now the cool thing about Nomura, he said, if no Pixar, no Kingdom Hearts 3. That's the initial mindset he had. He's a huge fan of Toy Story. Approval for this world was apparently a very long process, if not the longest approval ever in the franchise. I mean, we're talking about several years for Pixar and Disney to give them an okay in terms of design and story. Here's what they had to say. Kingdom Hearts 3 features vastly different environments, from the snowy Alps of Arendelle to the robust factory of Metropolis. Each world presented the development team with plenty of new challenges they hadn't faced before. Using Monsters Inc. as an example, Nomura commented that they had to tiptoe around the world that Pixar had built. They received notes such as what colors the monsters are, which eyes shapes they would have, what words they wouldn't use, and so forth. Disney didn't exactly give them all of the assets to Square. In fact, Square had to do all of the animation from scratch. Now Disney is actually quite selective with the data they choose to share, even for a project so closely associated with their brand like Kingdom Hearts 3. Thus, Square Enix only received the basic polygonal shapes for the characters. There were guidelines for where the hair should be and what the materials are, but ultimately the artists had to recreate everything themselves. In the past, Square Enix simply rewatched the Disney films and went with that as the basis. Okay, we watched this, so let's create this for our game. But this time, Square Enix had to pull through and get resources from Disney. It was challenging. What Disney uses in their animated films is just entirely different. It's not compatible. The only thing Disney sent them in terms of assets, polygonal shapes. It proved to be quite a challenge for Square Enix to accomplish, as Disney refused to share details even of something like the patterns of snowflakes on the veil covering Elsa's dress. At the same time, the recreations were expected to meet Disney's high standards. As you continue reading the interview, there was a lot of back and forth between Disney and Square Enix, whether about the eyes not matching, less teeth showing, and all of that. Basically, Ironically, in-game cutscenes was the most challenging thing ever, for both Disney and Square Enix. Square Enix then continues by stating that Kingdom Hearts 3 was already being considered after Kingdom Hearts 2. Not that it started after Kingdom Hearts 2, only thought of. Development began, they estimated 2012. And this thing I had no idea about. KH3 was even being design experimented on the Unreal Engine 3, and then moved on to Luminous, but then, moved on to Unreal Engine 4. That process caused an internal 1-year delay which Nomura wasn't very fond of. On multiple occasions he pointed it out. For more details folks, the interview from Edge magazine, the link to it will be in the description below. One thing I want to say right now, I'm not even going to spend a minute on it. The full trophy list has been uploaded. I'm not surprised, this is a normal procedure for whatever game you buy. This usually happens from what I've been seeing, 2 to 3 weeks maybe before the launch of the game, but really, I refrain from showing any of it. You can find the list over on KH Insider. Some have been saying on Twitter, well, it's not too spoilerish, but I'm not going to show it. I haven't even clicked on it, so if you want to check it out, go ahead. It's your decision. Last thing for the video, a pretty interesting one. Square Enix just, yesterday, revealed the list of upcoming extra content or patches for Kingdom Hearts 3. On January 25th for Japan and January 29th for North America, Update 1.01 will happen. This will feature apparently data fixes. We don't know what that exactly means. No other detail on it. And Memory Archive. Memory Archive is a digest of the past stories of the Kingdom Hearts series. It is the same content as the stories tied to 3, being published on the official website. Items are added to the top menu, you can select and view it at any time. This is similar, as they pointed out, to these videos we got of Charity and those books. You can find closed captions over on KH Insider's channel. January 26th in Japan, January 30th for North America, there will be an epilogue. Yep, Japan will be receiving the epilogue earlier, so if you want to avoid spoilers, just try and limit the number of videos you watch on YouTube, because, the recommended section exists. So far, I've been seeing a bunch of, leaked content on YouTube, so be careful. And yes, this was already being planned a short while ago, that the epilogue and secret movie will be released later on as DLC. As for the secret video, the secret movie, January 31st for both Japan and North America. There are, of course, conditions to unlock the secret movie. I'd say it's similar to Kingdom Hearts 2. Beginner, you can't unlock it. As for standard mode, you have to beat the game 100%. Proud, just finish the game. That's it, that's all. I am expecting to have critical to be an unlockable at first, similar to both Dream Drop Distance and 0.2. So guys, with that being said, this is pretty much it for the video. So as usual, do your stuff. If you have any questions, thoughts, or anything like that, leave it all in the comments section below. And as always, I've been Vivi, and thank you so much for watching.